Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chhoda and welcome to this episode of Ignition Time. Now, I've been doing a lot of videos on our channel talking about the current affairs, talking about the country, the economy, as well as our money, and I'll continue to do that. My focus actually in 2022 is really to help our viewers and subscribers get to the next level. Now, I own multiple software companies. I invest in stocks. I own multiple e-commerce businesses. I own single-family homes. And so in this video, I'm going to talk to you about how your fundamental approach towards money should be. Because I think until we really embrace and understand our fundamental approach about money and come to terms with it, we overcome what I call poverty consciousness. I think it's going to be very difficult to actually grow money. So every dollar that you have should be a soldier that goes out, works at night, and comes back with more dollars. I've had people ask me, hey, should I buy NFTs? Should I buy cryptocurrency? Should I buy Bitcoin? What stock should I buy? You see, those are all tools to invest your money. The main thing is you got to ask yourself, how can I make my money grow? How can my money come back and earn me more money? And I can tell you that in my experience, there are two things that have allowed individuals to become successful, financially wealthy, become multimillionaires in America. Number one is having your own business or having some sort of a unique skill that allows you to make money. Now, having your own business allows you to obviously provide a product or a service to make money, but learning a skill, whether it's day trading in the stock market, whether it's doing something that you can do on your own, whether it's a new skill that you learn or learning how to invest in real estate, reading books, that really is a thing that's going to take you to the next level. And number two, I believe that I believe that buying single family homes or buying apartment buildings, which I know it's not something you can do in the beginning. It took me 10 years to get to a point where I was able to do that. That allows your money to work for you because you benefit. The way the tax code is written in the United States of America, you get depreciation for properties that you own. You essentially, on paper, you can write off the value of the property. The IRS allows that. This is perfectly legal because the United States government wants to incentivize individuals to buy real estate so that they don't have to deal with affordable housing. So if you buy a single family home, you get to write off a part of the home every year as a depreciation expense. Then all the rental income that you get, obviously that's, you have to pay tax on the rental income, but you get to deduct the mortgage interest. You get to deduct any fees, management fees. If someone's managing it for you, you get to deduct the property taxes. You get to deduct the insurance payments. So all of these things are legitimate deductions. So when you do the math, at the end of the day, you're not going to pay taxes on the rental income that you make because it's offset by the deductions. And if you buy properties in areas where the rent to property value is close to 1%. Here's an example. I live in New Jersey. Let's say I buy a $500,000 home. There's no chance I can rent it for $5,000 a month, which by the way is 1% of the value of the property. But if I buy a home in Ohio, for $150,000. I can get it rented for $1,300, $1,400 a month. I am an out-of-state investor. So what happens is you can now, if you broaden your horizons and say, where can I buy homes where the rent is close to 1% of the value of the property? That's super important. And if you don't find a property that meets those numbers, at least for me, I wouldn't even consider it. So that's one example of, your money going to work for you. Think about that for a second. Your money going to work for you. Now, as far as stocks are concerned, I believe that the stock market is an excellent way to make money, but it is also highly volatile. As you know, the stock market has just gone straight down in the new year, and everyone thought that the party would continue and the music would continue in 2021, and people continued dancing, thinking that the music would continue forever. And so what ended up happening was the music stopped and, people are running for the exits. And at the time I'm recording this, the stock market, has dropped significantly. Now it may recover, it may not, but that's not the point. The point is that the stock market is fundamentally highly volatile. So if you have money in the stock market, make sure you understand that the money can increase or decrease. The advantage with the stock market, I believe, is liquidity. So you can, easily sell, you can easily buy, you can get cash. So that's the advantage of the stock market. But you have to know what you're doing. You have to know how to analyze companies. You have to know how to pick the right companies. You have to know how to buy the right companies at the right price. All of that is extremely important because if you're not doing that, chances are you could really get hurt in the stock market if you don't pick companies wisely. If you don't pick companies where you've done your due diligence, where you understand the management, you understand what the company does, and you understand what the real value added proposition of the company is. So that is my recommendation for you, to be able to learn the skills of really analyzing a company well, so that when things go south, which they do in the stock market, you're able to think proactively and say, hey, do I hold on or do I sell? If something materially changes in the company, let's say the company loses a bunch of customers or has to shut down production, shut down manufacturing, you see that now can become a major problem. So you've really got to, when you think of your money acting as a soldier for you, you've got to say, where am I going to deploy my soldiers? Am I going to deploy my soldiers in stocks that I don't understand? Or am I going to deploy my soldiers in single family homes where it's earning rent every month? So you really have to think of money as a growth tool. You've got to think, please don't gamble, please don't invest in things you don't understand, because at the end of the day, folks, and I want to be as clear as I can, your number one goal should be the protection of your money. That should be your number one goal. Your number one goal should be not to lose money. If you buy something and it goes down in value, you can even say, hey, if it declines by more than 10%, I'm just going to sell. You could even have approaches like that, but the bottom line is, please protect your money. I don't want you to lose your money. I want you to protect your money, because I don't want your money to lose value, and I don't want your stocks to go down significantly. If they do, you've got to be, folks, a small loss is better than a big loss. Taking a small loss so you can live to fight another day is much more important than you taking a huge loss and then not being able, taking years to climb out of that hole, because I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to be a smart investor. I want you to look at money as a soldier that goes out to work for you. And if the soldier is not performing, guys, if a soldier goes out and doesn't perform, it's not like, you leave the soldier there until they're dead. You call the troops back, you get the troops back if you're a good general, and you send in another fleet of soldiers, or you just retreat. Sometimes it's okay to retreat. Folks. Money doesn't care about your ego. Money doesn't care about your personal feelings. As far as money is concerned, it grows when it has to grow, and when you make it grow. So I hope this helps. I will dig deeper into specific investment strategies and the psychology of money, but I hope this helped. Please start looking at money in a different way. That's what's allowed me to be successful. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Please click the like button. Please click subscribe. Please enable notifications. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. This was a one-take video. No edits, no cuts, just a little bit of fancy stuff that my video editors have done. But I did this video in one take. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.